What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're gonna talk about my guy Jaylen Brown because he's playing 32 minutes, averaging 53% from the field, 43% from three, 77% from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal per game, and 27.3 points per game. This was a lot of guys felt that he wasn't going to be this good. People felt like he was not going to be able to control the ball by using ball handling to get to the rim consistently at the NBA level. People didn't believe that he can be able to score off the dribble, especially from mid-range coming out of college. People didn't even think he would become a great three-point shooter in the NBA level, even though he didn't look good in summer league or in college shooting a three. I felt that he shot it with confidence, and if he continued to do that, he can be a dangerous player in the future if it starts going in. So I was a person that believed in Jaylen Brown. I love when my Celtics picked him within the top five that year. I remember watching him in summer league, seeing him struggle to get to the basket, struggle to make free throws, but he still never stopped believing. He never was scared, and you can just show that he had the confidence going through his blood, even when he wasn't as good offensively as he is now. The best part is he didn't change his defensive ways, as he is still one of the best, on ball and perimeter defenders in the league, while still becoming a significantly better offensive player. Transformation like this take years. Jaylen Brown showed signs that he can be a quality starter a couple years ago, but nobody seen him averaging 20 points per game in the league the way he's doing it. And now he has took his game to another level. I love Jaylen Brown because I believe that he could get better. I believe that he would get better every year. And so far, to me, he has done that, especially the last 3 years. And he has really punched his ticket to the All-Star game if he can continue to put this up. Even if the numbers decline a little bit, he should be a lock for the All-Star game. A lot of people felt like he could make it. He'd be a bubble All-Star, but now he's been playing so well, and the Celtics have been so fantastic all year, even with all the injuries and the COVID situation. There's no way that Jaylen Brown, the way he has been playing, is not an all-star in the Eastern Conference. I think he locked up that spot already, especially that is already over 15 games being played. So to me, the next step for him is just to be consistent. He needs to continue to perform like this even when Kimba and Jason Tatum and the other guys come back and the team is back to normal. Will his numbers go back to being role player type numbers, or will he continue to put up the aggression and the activity that he is right now on both ends of the court? Will it continue, or will it take a big step back once they get Big Tatum and Kimba back all in the starting lineup together? He won't need to get 27 a game. He won't need to do all the shot creation, but I still do want him to be aggressive, and I still want him to continue to play like nobody can stop or nobody can guard him, because I understand, truthfully, it's the truth. This is what he's been doing all season. This is what he started to do last year. But when he does play with Kimba and Tatum, he does a lot of spot up threes, and he doesn't do as much shot creation. He settles a lot for tough shots that he doesn't have to take, or he can just keep the ball moving, or he can just put the ball on the floor and get a better shot. That's a lot of things that I seen him doing last year, especially in the bubble and the playoffs, being relegated to a better version of a 3-and-D guy. But if he's scoring like this and he's taking over games like this, there's no way that this team would be easy to beat. I had them over Brooklyn. I had them over other teams in the Eastern Conference, and this is why they had so many good perimeter defenders at the right positions, and they have so many guys that can create and get their own shot while having decent players around them that can just do specific skills and specific things that can help this team out. But I told guys that I wouldn't trade Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart for James Harden, and this is why. I thought Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart especially at that position, to be so great defensively, and they also two-way players. I thought that that's way too much to give up for James Harden because of this. I believed in Jaylen Brown. I believe that he can get it done, and I believe that he can be this potential player. It took him a couple years to get here, but like I said, it's better late than never. He's on a good contract too, as it looked like an overpay at the time. But at the same time, you have to invest. You have to believe that your player, who they are, you're supposed to know who they are at this point because you had them on your team and in your locker room for the last couple of years. He has always been a competitor. He has always been fiery, and he has always played like he was a great player, even when he wasn't. And now that he has the requisite talent and skills, he looks amazing out there. And this is the Jaylen Brown that I potentially seen as in college at California and also at Summer League. It just all coming together now. And that's something that you want to see. And then I always say you got to build upon what you do right. If you're doing a lot of things right and you're figuring out a lot of things, you continue to add to your game because deep adjust to you, and at the end of the day, they start to figure out or they game plan for you and take you out of your game and make things tougher. But the fact that Jaylen Brown has continued to find ways to get better by watching footage and by going out there playing and living it, it is a help that he was able to figure it out at this point of his career as he is still very young. Some people look at Jaylen Brown because he's been in the league for a long time. This guy is only 24 years old, which is incredible considering the level that he's playing at both ends of the court. And a lot of people didn't even believe that he can get as good as he was last year, and this year just another step forward in the right direction. But he has lived up to the hype. He has been as good as I thought he could possibly be. And if I had to be real, he probably exceeded a little bit expectations that I even had for him. But he's just a walking testament that if you love the game, you have the passion for the game, and you can't live without the game. You can be great in this league. You can become whatever you want, especially if your coach allows you to, you know, expand your role on the team. I always felt that a lot of guys choose to be 3 and D. A lot of guys choose to be spot up shooters when they bring so much to the table. If only they wanted to do it and they push for it, a lot of teams would be a lot better if these guys was the best version of themselves instead of just being a role player or being, you know, a Pacific type of player for a team. And Jaylen Brown was known just for his defense. Now he's an all-around player, even becoming a way better passer than a lot of people see. And I like his unselfishness, and he has the talent around him to be able to rely on those guys and being able to trust those guys because they already been to the Eastern Conference Finals twice in Boston with this Boston Celtics team, and there's been different iterations of them, and they still have been successful as they have been one of the top 3 teams in the East basically the whole season, and the whole team hasn't even been able to stay together and stay healthy because of so many reasons, and they still have been amazing, you know, with or without guys being available and playing. So do your thing, Jaylen Brown. Go out there, have fun, and don't lose the aggression. Don't lose the confidence like he has been proven so far. Do your thing. You know, enjoy the game, play the game the right way like he does. And if you feel like it's something you can work on, something you can improve on, I don't see a problem with going out there doing it and putting in the work to get it done. He's a living testament that work ethic can get you anywhere you want to be, regardless if you're already in the NBA or in a different career. If you feel like you can be better, you feel like you can do better, and you put in the work, it can be done. Jaylen Brown is living proof of that. You don't have to be in the box. You don't have to be what the coach and the team wants you to be. You can be whatever you is, even if you have to get traded. We even seen it with Christian Wood. He felt this, he felt that. People didn't like it, people didn't like that. Now he's a 20-10 guy. Same with Jeremy Grant. He's doing this thing. So the work can be put in, and this can be the result when you love and have a passion for the game. So shout out to Jaylen Brown again. I made a video just like this last year, and I'm not surprised that I'm making another video like this year, as he has been amazing as a person and also as a player. And it's just good to have him locked down long term as a Celtics fan. Not too many guys would turn down a James Harden trade, but seeing what I'm seeing out of Smart and seeing what I'm seeing out of Brown, I wouldn't have done it, and I'm not regretting it right now. looking at my Celtics and looking at what Jaylen Brown does and brings to the table. Other than that, check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that checks it out. Also, you can buy merchandise on my Facebook page. You can change the color of the hat, customize the hat and the shirt the way you want it to be, and I can message you and get it shipped out. Not only that, you can also buy merchandise on my spread shirt. That will also be in the description in the comment section below. If you don't want to buy merchandise, like I said, liking and sharing is another way you can continue to help this channel go. Just besides watching, if you're new to the channel, I do breakdowns of players, legends, rookies, and also summer league coverage, draft coverage, top 10 lists of season previews, playoff predictions, and discussions of the hottest topics in the NBA. So if you love basketball, you can't get enough of it, you need that daily fix, and you can't live without it, this is a channel that goes 7 days a week, 365 for the most part, and I really do love and enjoy what I do. So if you want to jump on the bandwagon or you want to continue to watch, I love and support all y'all, as all the help in the sport is appreciated. Other than that, do your thing, Jaylen Brown, Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, signing out.